Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly tarot horoscope reading for April 25th to May 1st. While this is a general reading for Gemini Sun and Rising, I try to get as specific as I can. And if you've seen my videos, you know that I do. All right. I use tarot, obviously, astrology, and my guides to lead the reading. Now, before I even get started into this week, can we talk about how crazy this month has been? There's been so much activity and good activity, okay? It has been like unbelievable, all right? This week, and like when I say unbelievable, if you go back to some of my videos, you'll know I talk a lot about these aspects. I mean, they have a long shelf life, all right? So we're entering like a really, really amazing, unbelievable phase. May is going to, I mean, we're going to hit the ground running in May, but listen, this week in particular, there's so much activity happening in Pisces and Taurus. I mean, there are conjunctions, there are sextiles, there are trines, there is 4 planets in Pisces. We have Mars, Neptune, Venus, Jupiter. And then at the end of the week, on Saturday, we have the crazy new moon solar eclipse in Taurus. So what that means for you, Gemini, there's a lot of activity going on in your career, but then over with all the activity in Taurus, because Mercury entered Taurus, right? And then the sun is in Taurus, and then we have the eclipse in Taurus coming up. So that is your 12th house. That is the subconscious. I do want to point out two key dates for you for this week. Let's see, tomorrow, Mercury and Jupiter, perfect sync, okay? But as you know, Mercury is your ruling planet. And then Mercury goes into your sign. Let me just look at my notes here. I have a million notes. Mercury goes into your sign at the end of the week. Yeah, on Friday. So that's great for you. Talk about taking your communication to the next level. Anyway, so Gemini, I'm going to go ahead and get started with your reading. I'm just going to give it one more quick shuffle because I'm going to put all that energy into it, all right? This is going to be a loaded week for real. So let's see what is in store. And I hope you guys are doing well, all right? I know that April has been crazy and your career has been off the chain. I don't know if people still say that, but listen, I do, apparently. If you are here for the first time, it would be great if you can like and subscribe. It really helps me out. I am fairly new to YouTube, and one other thing I want to mention is that you may not be able to see the spread very clearly. I do personal readings with clients, and I use a different computer, and that's with a Zoom, so it has a different angle, but I will bring the cards up to the screen one by one, and it's actually the message that's the most important thing. And if you want to book a reading, my website is thetarotship.com. Take a deep breath after that. Also, I keep forgetting that the camera is over there. I keep looking over here. I don't know if it's because I'm left-handed. I'm not sure. Anyway, here we go, Gemini. Let's go ahead with your reading. Now, again, I did say there's got a lot of activity happening in career, but there are also with all the activity in Taurus, which is your 12th house subconscious. Okay, so what we see here right now, this is very interesting. Okay, you did pull the Page of Cups. All right, heart of the matter. Now, you've entered. For some Geminis, you started something new, okay, in terms of a creative project. It could be career related, or it could be like a side hustle. For some Geminis, if you have not, you're probably thinking about it. And then for some other Geminis, you may have started a new relationship, okay, or you may be thinking about taking your relationship to the next level with, romantically. But I do see a lot of love there. That's crazy. That's insane. This is a great cup. Page of Cups is one of my favorites, and Page they really usher in change, all right? Cups is really having to do like with emotions, but also creativity and imagination. And again, there's a lot happening in those astrologically in those houses, but I don't want to focus too much on the astrology right now because the energy that this is like really overwhelming for me. A lot of Geminis, wow, new beginning, okay? Expect it this week. Gosh, there's something new that you're trying to manifest, and it really is going to happen. And the one, and you know, I know some people say, oh, it may happen or it should happen or whatever. The reason I say it will is because, like, look at your spread here, all right? You've gone through a lot, all right? You pulled the Nine of Wands. You have worked your butt off, and to the point where you are a little beaten up from it, okay? You've worked your butt off. You put a lot of effort into making things work in terms of career, finances, love, home, family. I mean, look at him. He is distraught. He is distressed. He is literally wearing gauze on his head, all right? One thing about that, it's in your past. And the 9 represents you're coming to an end. This is my don't give up card because you're near the end. And you didn't give up because it's in your past. And look at you now. You're in this beautiful place, right? With this new energy coming in. I love it. I'm actually loving this really, really a lot. Okay. And the other reason why I say that this will happen is because not only did you get did a lot of Geminis overcome this, you pull the Chariot. All right. This is really interesting. Okay. This is really big Cancer energy, but at the same time, this is showing that you are ready to move forward. Okay. You're ready to move forward with this new beginning. All right. The Chariot is all about self-will, self-determination. It's all about having that, feeling empowered and just driving forward and getting over those obstacles, the obstacles that you overcame. That's great. Okay. That's amazing. 2 things I'm going to point out real quick. And for your future, for this card, 1, he's not even sitting down. He's in the driver's seat. That's you. Going forward, okay? You're not even sitting down, you're standing up. That's how excited you are to move forward. That's how enthusiastic you are to move forward. Secondly, he's not even holding on to reins. Look at his hand. He has the magician's baton. This is all about the power of manifesting your dreams, the things that you want, and it looks like it is something new, something very new. Again, like, if you're... Sorry, someone literally just fell off their bike. That was weird. But he just hopped back on. Out my window. Yeah, so something new is coming in this week. And for a lot of Geminis, you may have started a new relationship. You may have started a new job that's, very creative driven, or you may have started some sort of new side hustle or side project, or there's just something new there, and there's a lot of energy around it. It's so funny because it is kind of like the heart of the matter, but this is like, just me touching it, I get goosebumps. It's crazy. Anyway, we're going to talk about the Hermit for a second. So what I need you to do, Gemini, spend some time, if you can this week. The Hermit, this is the second major arcana you got, okay? So this is also like a really important takeaway. The Hermit is someone who's actually, and this is big Virgo energy, if that means anything to any Geminis, if it's your rising or what, moon or whatever. So this is a man who has accomplished a lot. He's climbed the mountain. He's at the top of the mountain. He's like, now what? Now I actually know what. I want to be alone and I want to spend time with myself. The one thing that you can see in this picture is that he's holding a lantern. Thing about the lantern, you can only see so far in a lantern, right? You can't see that far ahead. In order to see further than what's only within, your peripheral, you have to look inside you. That's where the light really is, okay? And so this is all about doing a little bit of soul searching. And I want you to focus on that this week. I want you to spend some time soul searching and thinking about what you want moving forward. It looks like you are going to move forward in a powerful way, but also like really spend time with yourself. I know that there's been a lot for Geminis. There's been a lot of up and downs, especially in the beginning of the year. Okay, so now that things have plateaued and things are tipped in your favor and you have something new coming in, spend some time with it before instead of like rushing with it. All right, and spend some time with yourself. I think that'll be really helpful because it looks like you do want You want this to work out in a powerful way. Top of your head, you got the 5 of Swords. The main message that I'm getting. So this sword, or this card represents a lot of different things in your spread, but the powerful message that's coming through for me is that there is some sort of internal conflict going on. It is as easy. The main message, okay, listen, I'm not even going to get into it because I'm already 10 minutes in. The main message, the main takeaway here, pick your battles, okay? Pick your battles wisely. You want to come out on top. You want to be the better person, okay? And you want to not lose as much as they did, even though you won, right? So this is all about self-respect. This is all about dignity. And this is all about, you know, if you are in this internal struggle and mental battle with like, gosh, did I make the right decision? Gosh, I don't like this person. Or gosh, I don't like this situation. I want to fight and I want to, like, this is just conflict. No, just be the better person, okay? Do whatever you have to do to be the better person, because in the end, you are going to feel good about yourself. You're going to feel good about that situation, and you are going to be the better person coming out of it, okay? For Geminis, if it resonates with you that, you know, maybe there is a conflict you're going through, I just got the word family. If there is a conflict you're going through, whether it is work-related, whether it is love-related, whether it is, you know, family, just make sure that you go through it with a lot of respect for not only yourself, but whoever you're going through this conflict with. If it is a circumstantial conflict, remember the dignity. Just play by the books, play fair, come out the better person, okay? And it really is like, if conflict does come up this week, choose your battles wisely, all right? I don't even think it's worth it, because listen, you don't want to distract yourself from this beautiful new thing that's blossoming in your life, okay? And the reason why I say that is because you want this to work out so bad. This is all about victory. This is all about success. And this is all about recognition for your victory and success. And that's great. And we're going to get that. And deep down inside, you want it. You want it really bad. And, you know, you're on the right path, okay? Hugely. Is hugely a word? I don't know. I should. Hugely. Hugest. Anyway, so we all know that you're on the right path, Gemini, and that's really great. And, you know, there is something new coming in. Or, you know, for a lot of Gemini, something new could have come in and you want to see it grow. And that's great. And I love it. Just remember to spend some time with yourself this week, all right? You will have a lot of answers. If there are a lot of unanswered questions that you have, you'll find those answers within this week. Now, if you are enjoying this reading, it would be great if you can like and subscribe. It's the last time I'm going to say that. But it really does, honestly, it does help the algorithm. And I would be eternally grateful. I am now going to go to your staff. You see that big smile on my face? All right. Oh, wow, Gemini. Okay, so remember, I told you that there's a lot of activity in your house of career. I also said there is a lot of activity in your subconscious, and there is a major eclipse happening in Taurus at the end of this week in your 12th house. Keep your eyes on the prize. Don't get distracted, okay? There may be some things that happen this week that try to remember the conflict, all right? Try to throw you off your path. Keep your eyes on the prize. All you want is happiness. All you want is joy. You want to reach the end of your journey. You want full, complete happiness, love. You want that. This is the only rainbow in the deck, okay? This is good. This is good. Keep your heart and your head aligned. This is where you want to go. You did pull the Devil, okay? So, now, with the Devil, I don't want you to be scared of this card. It really depends on where it lays in your spread, where it is in relation to the other cards to indicate what it means for you. Now, something around you is probably going to... And okay, so I'm getting a bigger message here. Something Okay, so some Geminis are going to experience maybe a little bit this week and it could be triggered by this conflict, this internal conflict of going back to something that you used to do that was not good for you, an unhealthy habit, a vice. It could be drugs, it could be alcohol, it's some sort of addiction, right? Addiction, I want to clarify, comes in a lot of different forms. Like binging Bridgerton all day is, that's an addiction, all right? Um, being on doing so checking your social media 5 hours a day, that is an addiction, okay? Addiction comes in a lot of forms, okay? Vices come in a lot of different forms. Bad habits come in a lot of forms. We want to not be tempted by the devil to do that this week. Something may occur this week that compels you to go back to that. Just be strong, Gemini. Remember, I told you, do a little soul searching, spend some time with yourself. You have all this forward momentum. You do not want to be triggered, okay? And this fell in your external factors area. So it's not even like you're just going to one day be like, oh yeah, today I'm going to do a whole, bottle of heroin or whatever it is. Something around you is probably going to trigger that. And it could be this conflict, especially if it's circumstantial. Just be strong enough to just not fall into that trap. Okay? It looks like deep down inside, you do have this hope of like having support. Okay? Maybe it is through your friends, maybe it's through family, maybe you might have to see counseling or therapist, whatever, and do not be ashamed, because I do, and a lot of people do, and it is not, we're beyond that point of like whatever. But you did pull the Five of Pentacles, and I think there is this both hope and fear that you do want support, but you don't want to spend all this negative energy and focus on your plight. Maybe if things do go sideways a little bit, just remember you do have support around you. These two people in this card are so focused on their hardships and their plight, they don't see they're outside of church. They're literally outside of church. Okay, so I think that you don't want to fall into that position, which is great, because you are, remember, going to spend some time soul searching, and you have this new beautiful thing happening in your life this week, and you are moving forward in the most powerful way. All right, so lastly, the Tower. Okay, now, again, another card people get scared about. I want to make it very, very clear here. It is a scary card. It is a scary card, but it's not a bad card. It looks scary, right? Tower strike, or lightning striking a tower. This is all about unexpected changes, major life changing moments happening to you. And this may happen this week, okay? I want you to know the thing about the Tower. Whatever happens this week, it doesn't happen to you, it happens for you, all right? We all have to experience, well, first of all, eclipse coming up at the end of the week, okay? We already discussed that, and that is a major game changer, and eclipses shake things up, all right? And it brings the unexpected. And secondly, as a human race, have to go through these changes in order to become better people, right? To experience life, to experience everything that life offers us, whether good or bad. We have to live and learn, and we have to move forward. And it's how we approach this situation that really determines how we are going to move forward. So, the fact that you got the Tower card, I don't want you to be afraid of that. I want you to know that something may happen this week that could be a little life-changing, all right? And it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It just means that something that unexpected may happen. It shouldn't affect you too much, Gemini. You're mutable signs, right? So you know that. You can adapt very well. But I'm very excited for you with this new beginning, something coming through and you moving forward. Oh, gosh, you really want it. All right. Keep your eyes on the prize for the total happiness, and it's going to be a marvelous week. So, I'm just seeing if there's anything else I'm getting, any other messages I'm getting, but there isn't. It just really is. Just keep your eyes on the prize, stay focused, pay attention, and really embrace and let this new beginning grow. Okay, great. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great week, and I will see you next week. All right. Thank you.